with the little green frog one day. With the little green froggy. With the little green frog one day, and his eyes went too. Beep beep with the big bag truck one day. So squash with the little green froggy, and his eyes don't go anymore, cause he got licked up by doggy.
Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up the beat. Jingle up around the clock. Mix and a mingle in the jingling feet. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock. Jingle bells, bell, 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 bell.
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him. I know him.
Hey guys, it's Blaize, and I just finished filming my huge, gigantic, biggest holiday Christmas themed Dollar Tree haul ever, and I wanted to come on and do this video because I've asked you guys if you wanted to hear about it, and you guys said yes. I took a poll on my Facebook page, but before I get into the story, please go down below and hit that subscribe button and subscribe to this Why do you watch me? Don't subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm kidding. But if you wish to, subscribe right now for free monthly beauty giveaways, 100% free, no catch, not sponsored. It goes from my pocket and gives directly to you. I got one going on for the month of December, which is an Amazon gift card, so it doesn't necessarily have to be beauty if you don't want it to be. It can be pretty much anything you want for Amazon, so yay. Okay. So this story time, yes, this is an authentic Betsy Johnson pendant and is a Christmas tree. So cute. Me and my mother are selling them, so if you're interested in not just this one, I think we only have one more of these, so if you're interested, please let me know immediately. But we have a whole bunch of different Christmas ones, and ones tons and tons and tons, like near 100 of different necklaces. So we're gonna do a video on that, and let me know through my social medias or my email what you're interested in. Let's go now. So if you are new to this channel, or you're just now coming across this video, my mother and I have been WWE, when it was WWF, lifers since 1999. And I've met a pretty good amount of wrestlers, some of my all-time favorites I've met, but there's one in particular that sticks out because it was the rudest and worst meeting of a celebrity I've ever met. If you want to hear stories about all the other wrestlers I met, then give this video a big old like so I know, or comment down below that you would like to know. I've met the Hardy Boys back in 2000. I met Lita back in 2000. I met Chris Jericho twice. My mother met Steven Richards, but I was like sitting next to her. I didn't take the picture with him, but she did. I met Too Cool. If you guys are like lifers like we are, you'll remember Too Cool, right? Scotty 2 Hotty and Grandmaster Sexy. Yes. Then in 2006, for my 18th birthday, we met Dave Bautista. So my birthday is August 13th. So it is the hottest time of year, which sucks. I can't stand that. So as you guys know, if you know me, I grew up in New Jersey, born and raised for 25 years. So I've only been gone for like 3.5 years from New Jersey. So there is this very small shop that's like a collectibles shop called Attack of the Baseball Cards, I believe it's called. And it's like pretty much the size of a living room. And me and my mother saw somewhere, I don't remember if it was online or through a flyer or something, that Rey Mysterio and Batista were gonna be there. And it was about 45 minutes away from our house, and when we got it, Rey Mysterio had already done the meet and greet, and we were like, oh, that sucks, but hey, for my birthday, why don't we meet Batista? I've never been a huge Batista fan. I know now he's like a movie star in like Guardians of the Galaxy. Is that the movie he's in? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I was never a huge fan of him in wrestling, but it would have been cool to just do that for my birthday, like why not? So we go, and it was like August 11th, I think, was the day of the event. So we drive the 40 or 45 minutes away, and we're really excited because I love meeting famous people. I fangirl way too hard, but like I said, I wasn't a huge Batista fan, but it was cool enough to just go and meet him. It was definitely worth the money at that time, so I thought, and energy to go and do that. So remember, it is August, and it was around, I'm not going to exaggerate for the story, either between, it had to have been between 95 and 100-degree weather, and we show up, we have to park like blocks away because the line is out the freaking door. It is so crowded for people wanting to meet Batista. So we're in line for over a half an hour, and then we see people that worked, I guess, or were volunteering at the place, selling water bottles to people in line because people were complaining about how hot it was, and we were sweating, and like people were like almost fainting to the ground from how hot it was. So I remember my mother purchased a water bottle, and I think they made them $5 a piece. So it's like, really, bitch? But I don't know what it is about Mama Blaize. She can work her magic. After like literally an hour and a half out in the baking, boiling sun, my mother managed to get us to the front of the line at that point. I think she said something about, you know, us being dehydrated or something like that. And I don't know, I'll have to ask her, and maybe I'll put that in this video. She did something to that effect. And so we go in and we're near the front of the line. And like I said, it's a very small store, like the size of a living room. So we're right at the door, and I can see to my left in the corner, there is a long table and a whole bunch of pictures of Batista, and he's signing them. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I go to bring out my flip phone, because that's what I had in 2006, my Razr, my hot pink Razr flip phone. And like 3 of the workers there were like, no. No pictures allowed whatsoever. You're actually not even supposed to have your cell phones with you. And this wasn't like how it is now, where you can like sneak a picture really like easily. These flip phones, you had to have them out and like at a certain part. It's like it was noticeable. So they were like yelling at everybody, not just me. They were yelling at everybody. No cameras allowed, no pictures allowed, no phones allowed. If you have your phones, put them in your pockets. No pictures of him allowed whatsoever. So I was like, okay, whatever. We just paid like $50 and waited online for an hour and a half in the boiling sun, but okay. So we're waiting on this line probably for another 25 minutes, and we finally go up to the table, and I go to shake his hand, and he shook my hand, but not one smile or like gesture of being polite even came from him. The first thing I noticed was his hands were very calloused, and he smelled delicious. He had some kind of very manly, musky perfume, cologne on of some kind. It was extraordinary. I loved it. But you know, me and my mother were trying to like say, we're fans of you. We've been huge wrestling fans for this long, and like he wasn't hearing it. Like he was just, it was like he just so did not want to be there. So I pick out an 8x10 for him to sign, and I give it to him for him to sign, and he signs his name and kind of just like shoves it back at me he's like said nothing but maybe hi in that kind of voice. Like he was just not happy. He did not want to be there. He was not feeling it. He just wanted to be out in New Jersey. And so he signs his name, shoves it back at me like that, and says, have a good day. And my mother asked first, and I kind of quietly asked secondly. I was like, it's my birthday. Do you mind signing like to Blaize, you know, with my real name? And he literally went like this and ripped it back out and was like, how do you spell it? Bitch. So I was like, and I told him how to spell it. He wrote it out like very angrily, like he was pressing hard with that marker, and he shoves it back at me, and he's like, bye. And I was like, thank you for this, because you know it's my birthday. He's like, yeah, happy birthday, bye. And I was just like, dude, I know it's hot, I know you're sweating, I know you've been signing hundreds of things, but so does like all wrestlers and famous people when they do meet and greets. You expect that. And I've never had a problem like this with any other celebrities that I have met ever. Me and my mom, we get back to the car, and I'm almost crying because I'm like, I was never a fan of him, but I never hated him. I was never a fan of him, but We drove this far. We waited in a scolding heat line forever. We paid so much money for just a water bottle and an 8x10, and he was so rude and so snotty to us, and just I don't know if he was being that way with other people or it was just us, because I saw him smile like once when we walked in with another person. I don't know if it was just us, but he was just so incredibly rude and nasty, and like he really came off as an asshole. And I've read in articles like done by like fan pages and stuff like that over the past few years of Facebook, like on Facebook and stuff, like top 10 wrestlers who are assholes in real life, and Batista was almost on the #1 spot, and I'm like, yeah, he is. He's a complete asshole. He's horrible, he's nasty, he's rude, and just isn't here for his fans, and that's not right. So ladies and gentlemen, in 2006, Dave Batista ruined my birthday. He ruined what was supposed to be a really nice experience, because like I said, I fangirl so hard and I get so excited when I meet celebrities. If you guys have not been around when I went to Comic-Con in 2016, where I met Jason Mewes, Peter Dante, and Brian O'Halloran. If you guys, I'll probably have that video somewhere so for you guys to watch it, because it is so cringy to see me fangirling. I go in real hard. I did mention this back when I first started my channel, and I only mentioned a little part of it. It was in my meeting the Munchkins from the Wizard of Oz story, which I also did in 2004, I believe. My school held an event, and there was the 3 remaining living Munchkins, and they came, and Wizard of Oz is one of my childhood favorite movies of all time. It still is, but when I was a child and I called it Woz, it was my favorite movie of all time. So meeting them was like a lifelong dream. I also mentioned meeting Batista. Thank you, Vanny. It tells me I got a new subscriber. Vanny, thank you so much. I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right, but thank you so friggin' much. That's great. That is a great way to end this video. Guys, just, I would say the cliche saying like, never meet your idols, but that's not true, because I met the Hardys, wonderful people. Chris Jericho, one of the sweetest people and most awesome interactive person there is on the planet. Jason Mewes, hilarious. Brian O'Halloran, sweetheart. Peter Dante, sweetheart and hilarious, and smells beautifully, better than Batista and like dank weed, and I'm like digging it. So I don't know if this story was interesting for any of you guys, if you guys are Dave Batista fans, whether it's for Hollywood reasons like Guardian of the Galaxy or from wrestling. Just letting you know, he's an a-hole in real life, okay? He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about his fans, because if he did, he wouldn't be so dickish and prickish, okay? Okay, guys, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button and subscribe right now and become a Blaizer and part of the Blaize Nation! Until next time, my wicked little Blazers, stay wicked.
Hey folks, here's the story about Minnie the Moocher. She was a